Alright, so in this video, we'll be going over a few tips of different things that you can do during COVID-19. Tip number one is exercising. And of course, we want to focus on our health because we're home a lot more. So when we think about exercising, a few examples would be like, of course, going jogging. And this is a great time for families to bond as well because, the family, depending on the age, jogging together, just being able to conversate. And also we have, jump roping and going skating, also bike riding. And lastly, we have virtual classes. For example, a friend of my wife's, she offered like Pilates classes online, like virtually through Zoom. So and it's actually pretty cool just to see like people, just watching her and trying to keep up as she's showing like different exercises that they can do. Okay, so now for tip number two, we're going to talk about just eating healthy and making sure that you're eating the right foods that have the right source of nutrition. And when we think about eating healthy, it's easier when you meal prep because you kind of meal prep everything for the week. So it's kind of like you grab and go. And a few other examples is eating fruits, eating vegetables, and also staying away from foods that has like too much carbs. And lastly, just making sure that you're drinking enough water because supposedly research shows that you're supposed to be drinking at least a gallon of water. Just making sure that you're drinking enough water to clean out your system. Okay, so now moving on to tip number three. It's making sure that you keep the stress level down because during this pandemic, it's easy to with everything going on to become stressed out. Especially these parents who are home taking care of the kids, making sure that everything is the schoolwork is being done, so it can become a little kind of stressed out for parents. And a few ways to help with that is for some people, they listen to calm music and reading a book. Also making sure that you're getting enough sleep because what happens if we don't get enough sleep? We might wake up cranky or maybe not in the right mood or just the right mindset. And also just making sure that you're managing your time wisely, having a plan in place of everything that you plan on doing throughout the day. And also sometimes just be to avoid stress or to deal with stress, it could just be as easy as just having a conversation with someone to kind of take your mind off some of the things that might be going on. And also making sure that you're getting enough rest, just if it's like taking a quick 15 minutes to kind of just have some alone time with yourself just to relax, that will also help as well. And just finding out different techniques that work for you. Now for the last tip, tip number four. We want to make sure that cleanliness is very important during this time because it's important that we wiping everything down because, for example, the car steering wheels, the doorknobs, because it's very important that we wiping everything down with Lysol. Well, preferably they say Lysol because supposedly it has the right chemicals to get rid of the bacteria from the virus. So it's very important making sure that we're wiping everything down, that our kids are not touching these things so they can be infected. And washing our hands constantly, making sure that after we touch something, going back and washing our hands, for 30 seconds. And wearing gloves to protect ourselves. Maybe most people might go to the store and they don't use gloves, so that's why it's very important they're coming back home and washing their hands. And making sure that we're using sanitizer always, keeping a small hand sanitizer in your car or just with you at all times so you can kind of just quickly wipe your hands. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope everything was helpful. You found something that was helpful to you. And thank you for watching. Enjoy.